He came 5th at Britain's Strongest Man this year, and he's continuing to improve all the time. This is a mighty high level to be stepping into. But Ben continuing to improve, and he just needs to fight as hard as he can on each and every event. Block out the pain, forget about everyone else, and give his absolute all on each event.
Very focused individual, Ben Glascock, and he's one of a growing number of stars coming from the UK. And you can see that he's maturing into these events, Lawrence, mentally and physically.
He is. He's looking real solid. Bit of a poker face. He's not showing the pain that he's probably inside. And he's coming up to a decent time now. 40 seconds gone. He wants to keep blocking out that pain, keep holding on. Now that's it. He needs you guys responding. We've seen anything around the 1 minute mark is very good. He's gone to 55 seconds. Unofficially, 55-ish seconds there. That is a good time, particularly to be the first man out.
Really is. That left hand just giving out there, but I'm pretty sure that Ben will be really pleased with that. To try to win this fantastic event, Haynes is underway and will try to put his mind somewhere else entirely, but it will be hard to do that here. So much intensity in the Hercules Hold, and there's been some of the most iconic moments of strongman taking place on this equipment, Lawrence.
There has indeed. We've seen tremendous performances. Paddy's settled into this nicely. You can see that nice wide base that he's got. That gives him good balance, because those pillars are always moving. You see, they're never stationary. He's having to use his whole body, not just the grip strength, the whole body trying to stabilize those weights. Paddy looking solid.
And he's known for his grip, Paddy Haynes, a specialist subject in many ways. And you can hear how much the crowd here at the Royal Albert Hall absolutely love this athlete. Very endearing character, and there's an excitement about Paddy Haynes.
Now it's getting hard. This is where the loudness of you guys helps. He's got to dig deep. He goes over a minute.
The clock will stop. The dark horse shakes his head. Maybe felt he could have done a little better there, but a solid time. First ever time that we've seen him here at a Giants live show, but he is familiar with this equipment from the world's strongest man, Lawrence.
He is indeed, and you know, Rayner, not the biggest athlete out there, but he has massive hands, very, very strong grip. Did very, very well at this event at World's Strongest Man. He's settled in. Now, look how steady he looks. There's no movement through those pillars at all. Just focusing on what he needs to do, coming up to about 25 seconds there. He's seen those targets set by good athletes like Paddy Haynes. He'll want to be chasing those down. Blocking out the pain.
It's an iconic shot here. The backdrop of the Royal Albert Hall and the Hercules Hold presented by Vita Kick here.
Now we're coming up to about 45 seconds. This is where the crowd have to start helping these guys. The first half is the easy bit. Now he needs your help. Starts to dig deep, coming in close to 60 seconds now. He's closing in on that target of Paddy Haynes. How much longer can he hold it? It's close.
And we are on the way, Lawrence Sharklay. Now, this is a man with a lot of experience.
Yeah, it is, but that was an inexperienced start there. Those pillars just kind of really pulled him apart. Not the start he wants. He's going to have to dig deep now. You kind of want the pillars to come as smoothly as possible. That sudden shudder, it pulls your hand very quickly. He's managed to settle into it now. He's coming up to 25 seconds. He's got to dig deep. Head down, just focusing on squeezing that grip for all he's worth. Controlling the breathing, squeezing the thumb and fingers. More movement through the body. Let's get behind him. Come on. These are huge targets the first three athletes have set. And after that wobbly start, Spencer has really settled into this well. That grip is holding strong. What's he got left? Hand is just starting to open up.
Starting to amend that position, and the right hand momentarily giving out there. He was looking across at that right hand, and it was the right hand that gave out. So many rising stars. Guardian is one of them, much better in terms of the control, and he starts to set his position and find that spot for comfort where there is no comfort, Lawrence Sharklay.
No comfort at all. This event from the start is painful. And it's visually, there's not too much happening, but he's constantly focusing on squeezing those fingers, squeezing the thumb. And at that same time, those pillars are trying to rip you apart. You feel it in your shoulders and your chest, across your back, particularly the pain in your hands. You block it out and you keep fighting. And that's why we need you guys to start giving some support, because this is where it hurts. Coming up to the 40-second mark. Now's when Nick will have to really dig deep.
Guardian looking down, keeping his focus completely elsewhere. And this is looking solid.
Absolutely, Neil. Rock solid. Not even flinched so far. Here the head comes up. Nick looking to close down the best times. Can he beat the time? He's so close. Keep it going. He goes into the lead. Nick Guardian has taken the lead in the Hercules Hold.
Big roar in that last little element there, and the Vita Kick sponsored Hercules Hold, and he is alive here. Takes up the tension and the clock starts to tick. We've seen some excellent performances from Mitch. Could tonight be another Lawrence Sharklay?
He's a fighter. He's here to prove that he's one of the absolute best in the world. First event didn't go how he wanted, but he kept fighting through. Now he needs to dig deep. Hercules Hold, he's done well before. It's all about blocking out that pain and discomfort. He's coming up to the 30-second mark there. So far, the time set before him, super impressive, Neil. This is one of the most impressive groups of athletes when it comes to grip strength.
And you can see Mitchell, who has a tremendous amount of mental fortitude whenever we see him compete. And he's demonstrated that so often throughout his career. Hooper now starting to head towards the minute. 56, 57 and counting. How much do you want it, Mitchell Hooper? And Hooper digs down now. The left arm gives out, but that was impressive from the Moose, Lawrence. We'll start him off, and there is the whistle. Little bit of balance issues early, Lawrence, but pretty solid.
Yeah, great start in the first event by Yakos. Great to see him here and fit and healthy. We saw him in Glasgow last year. Unfortunately, he was ill. He's come back. He says he's in great shape. How is his grip? Started well on the log. Can he get good points on event number 2? Closing in on the 25-second mark just about now.
Yakos Skumble, very, very diligent approach to this. You can see how calm he is up there. He's like a mill pond, just trying to control his breathing, put his mind elsewhere, and you can hear the rumble of encouragement here rippling through the Royal Albert Hall as Yakos Skumble approaches 50 seconds, and he looks like there's more in the tank.
Such an intimidating target to know that 55 seconds is last place. But Yako is looking strong, closing in on the minute as well. Another athlete to go over a minute. What's he got left? 150. Oh my goodness. Another athlete around a very similar time.
Now, Lawrence, when this guy does it right, he really does it right. And he's assumed a very different
I don't think he's doing it right today, unfortunately. That's not a good position. There we go, getting himself a bit more upright, a bit more stable, that's better. He's lost his balance a little in the middle there, and you're fighting hard, that's draining you. It's a big target to beat. To go out there and know that 55 seconds is bottom place so far. Pablo needs to focus on just keeping control, focus on his breathing, and squeeze those hands. Keep that thumb locked into that index finger. Control the breathing. Block out the pain that's in the hands. Block out the pain in the shoulder. Coming up to 45 seconds. This is a good recovery from Pablo. But in the end, your body just gives up. And that start there would have cost him a lot of energy.
Not a great result for Pablo Kiaka. This guy is always a threat. And he started very, very well there. Not a blip of movement.
Very good start. There was no tugging of the arm in that position, which is good. This is a man that's coming back from a bicep injury, but his grip is phenomenal. He's got experience on this event. He knows what he needs to do. This is the hardest part where all you guys are quiet and he's just trying to get the time on the board. So when it gets to 50 seconds, that's when he'll start really digging deep, and that's when he needs everyone in here to start getting behind him. We're coming up to the 35-second mark at the moment. Just a man with a focused face.
The massive figure of the T-Rex, Evan Singleton, just looking down, eyes closed, trying to retain position, and the crowd start to rev now as he approaches the minute mark and starts to dig in, and the Rex looks into the crowd, and we are over the minute. How bad do you want it, Evan Singleton? Fighting back now as he closes in on the lead of the Royal Albert Hall, and that time is good. The hands go off, the roar to the crowd, and we will find out whether Nick Guardian has hung on to the lead. Let's hear from Ben on the official time.
We have a new leader, 1:11:39.
Hercules Hold at the Royal Albert Hall, and he is underway. Now, Lawrence, this was an athlete who was really a rising star, was set back from injury, but it's starting to be resurgent.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best to ever do so many events, an incredible athlete. It's good to see him back competing. He still doesn't believe he's back to his best, but he's getting there, and we're seeing him in more competitions. Needs a good performance on this. He's got a chance with some real good events coming up today, but he needs to pick up points, and the early times are very, very big targets. So far, we're closing on that 35 seconds. He looks solid, looking relaxed, keeping focused. How much more does he have? Mateusz, one of the fastest athletes on the planet. Grip, very good when it comes to frame carry. How is his grip on the Hercules Hold? 50 seconds, he needs more. What's he got? It's starting to go, but he's holding on. Can he get to the 1 minute mark? He's still holding, that's 1 minute. Another time over the 1 minute mark. It's been incredible today.
The Hercules Hold brought to you tonight by Vitakick at the Royal Albert Hall in London, England, and we are underway. Lawrence Sharklay.
Yeah, we've seen mixed results with this type of event from Trey. He's done very well before. He's had bad results. Not the best start, but again, he's settled. Didn't get the smooth release that you want, but he has so much power that sometimes you can just be strong is enough.
Technique is key. Efficiency is key. But one element this man has in bucket loads is raw, filthy, top-end strength. He is unbelievably strong. You watch this man compete throughout the year, and he will show you certain moments which are quite simply immoral.
He's doing very well here. Closing in now on the 50-second mark. He still looks in a good place. Body is rock solid. He's pulled that in with his shoulders, kind of shrugging that weight in. That shows how ridiculously strong those traps are. But the grip gives out. He's again almost at the minute mark. Another good time.
Another incredibly powerful American athlete, and he is underway. Lawrence, I know this guy is one of your favorites. There's a lot of excitement around him.
He's a tremendous athlete, but am I the only person who wants to see him in a waistcoat as well with that? But
living in America, there you go.
Right, he needs to dig deep. This is an event that's unknown for Lucas. You know, we look at different athletes and you think, this guy's built for this guy's built for that. Obviously, an amazing log lifter. These type of athletes that are stocky and powerful aren't always the best when it comes to grip. But this man has proven me wrong time and time again. And he's a fighter. He's someone that loves the response of the crowd. And he will give 100% until the very end. And he's coming up to the 40-second mark, looking rock solid. Let's keep going, Lucas Hand.
Lucas just starting to adjust his position. Can be effective for that resting point there. And the right hand giving out as he tried to turn it to the sky. In the Hercules Hold, brought to you by Vitakick at the Royal Albert Hall in London, England, and we are underway. What does this hold in store? Felix stands stoic in between the pillars, 50 years age, there or thereabouts, 59 and counting, and yet he looks like he's 25. This fella has the body that looks like it was carved out of Zeus's tooth. Unbelievable athlete, and he never seems to show that age. Felix has the world record, Lawrence.
That's it. Mark is here for one thing, the world record, which I believe means he needs to do 1 minute 33 seconds to break that record. We are closing in on the 1 minute mark. Come on, Mark Felix. With these guys cheering him on, he can do this. The man looks rock solid, and we're now over the 1 minute mark. This is where we need to work. Coming up to the 110. Come on, Mark. You have more.
Here.
You've got more, Mark Felix.
For the 1:15.
Do not put that down. Come on, Mark. 120. Keep going.
Awesome performance, would have got the win on the night. The world record will not fall here, and the people at the Royal Albert Hall do not care. Wow! Look at the condition of Mark Felix. Absolutely phenomenal.